Hey friends, it's John Klein III, and this is episode 17 of Shadow and Flame with Magic, the podcast. And today we're going to review New Mutants, the 2011 volume, issue 30. So let's get to it. And thanks again to Francisco for our excellent theme song. So we're reviewing New Mutants issue 30 of the 2011 volume because sadly we lost Jason Pearson, an excellent comic book artist, back in December 19 due to a heart attack. And I'm not sure what all of a sudden people started talking about earlier this week. Like maybe the family just now announced it or something, but I checked because I figured I didn't own any, like I owned comics close to what he did, but then I didn't own anything specifically, except I own New Mutants 30, which has an excellent cover of his, with Mephisto squeezing to death Sunspot, Magma, and Warlock as Danny, and Cannonball, and Doug Watch On. And it's pretty awesome. And then I also own issue 32. So I thought we'll do issue 30 now. We'll do Generation Next issue 4 next week. And then later next week, we'll do issue 32 and just knock it out. All right. So this is New Mutants. This is during the Fear Itself crossover, which I want to say Bendis wrote. And I think my comic book collection ends sort of shortly after this because that's when Hastings closed and I wasn't going to buy comics through the mail again. Because it just gets expensive and, I don't know, it was winding down. So 2011, I guess, is roughly when I quit buying new comics and started just doing trades. On the inside front cover is a Green Lantern ad of Ryan Reynolds getting the superpower Got Milk. Got what it takes to be a Green Lantern? Find out and learn how low-fat milk helps build muscle and lantern at lanternworthy.com. And since this is a 2011 circa comic, we get a fun summary page, which I sort of dig. So, Fear Itself, New Mutants. When Danny Moonstar came to Hela, the Norse queen of the dead, seeking strength for a dire battle, Hela granted her the power of Valkyrie, which she had already once. Now, in the midst of an Asgardian god of fear's assault on Earth, Danny is summoned to Hell to protect the realm from an assault by beings of immense power. Her team, in an attempt to follow her to Hell, with one L, that's going to be important later, have invoked forbidden magic to create a portal. It seems something went terribly wrong because now Sunspot, Cypher, Magma, X-Man, and Warlock find themselves not in Hell, but in Hell, with two double hockey sticks, face to face with the devil Mephisto. And then we actually got the team roster, which is great. Danny Moonstar, Sunspot, Magma, Cypher, X-Man, and Warlock. Writers is Dan Abnett and Andy Lanning, the classic Abnett and Lanning writing duel up there of Kyle Yost and Craig, Kyle, and Yost. Craig Yost? I don't know why I try to do things off the cuff. Art by David Lufente. Colors Val Staples and Chris Sotomayor, who did pages 5 through 8 and then 11 through 15. Letters by VC's Joe Caramagna. And of course, cover Jason Pearson. Issue 30 came out in October 2011. And this would have cost you $2.99. Oh, it doesn't give us the Canadian price. And so the issue opens with Danny narrating, "Welcome to Hell," with one L. "Welcome to the darkest and most melancholy of all 9 worlds, Danny Moonstar. Welcome to the realm of the dead." And so she lands, and there's just a bunch of crows. and she's trying to communicate with any of them to try to find out where hell is, or Hela is. And then all of a sudden, these old gods start like running after her because there's a dire battle, and they're just trying to get away from it so that because anywhere is better than where they are now, which is death. And there are far worse fates than death. And but she's trying to get powers because Fear itself, I want to say, is an Asgard story where Asgard's coming to Earth, and the Asgardian god of fear is causing a muck. Something. The narration. Meanwhile, in a place that, in a small but significant way, isn't hell, and Mephisto's greeting us, looking very charming. Please allow me to introduce myself. I'm a man of wealth and taste. No, not even a smile? A chortle? Oh, tough crowd. And Doug is losing his mind as he does not know what he did to get here. And Sunspot's very aware of the situation. Whereas X-Man's just like, we slipped realty iterations. That's all. We've just off target. Figure out what you did wrong and redo it, Doug. And Mephisto's like, well, you're here. You're just here. Let's make the best of it. Is this a Catholic thing? Isn't it? And Warlock's trying to keep it cool. And Mephisto continues, seriously, no guilty. Generally speaking, I don't care what people get here. I just care about how they stay. And Bobby's just constantly being like, this is an alternate dimension. Listen to Bobby, it really isn't. And so X-Men finally is like, so what, he's the devil? Mephisto is, I find, user-friendlier. Because the devil, talk about negative brand reinforcement. And don't get me started on the Lord of Lies. For a start, I'm not lying, am I? I told you who I was and where you were. I'm totally transparent about this stuff. You're in hell. You want to be somewhere else? I can get you out. Let's talk terms. And Sunspot's just like not having it. Like, he's not listening to him. Does not make any deals. We're dunsies. And Magma's just trying to figure out, like, well, that's like, I appreciate that Magma's just, and Magma, of course, is everyone's seventh favorite New Mutant. But she's like, okay, we're in a problem. Let's figure it out and let's get out of here. And Mephisto, hearing Magma, and of course Magma's the only lady on this team, or at least in hell, or this hell. Oh, Magma, I like it. High maintenance, but lovely. And Doug's just still like hands in his head. No, his head in his hands, being like, I made a mistake, but I can't remember what it was. And Warlock's like, so frightened. Self will help you. Assessing memory, play, copy. And Mephisto continues, hey, everyone, relax. Let's just cool the heck down and take a moment. It's not like there's something else you should really desperately be. And then we get a cut to where we are in the crossover, which is, and this is the panel that I should take a picture of it, is where we find Juggernaut with the empowered by whoever it is, empowering him. But and this is and this is a crossover, I remember correctly, where Colossus becomes Colossonaut. No, that's not what we called him. Was it Juggerloshes? That feels more right. And Juggernaut's punching Colossus in the face, which is awesome. And then Kitty's like ducking and trying to walk away, it looks like. Meanwhile, Red Skull's daughter Sin's doing up to something in this too. And she is hammering Captain America in the face. And ripping off his arm? Because this Captain America is Bucky. Oh man, that narration page did not tell us enough information. Is there? And Doug's panicking. Sunspot's just trying to stay out of it. So, how much do you need my help right now? Meanwhile, Danny's trying to still get information from them. She's trying, like, they're trying to keep it vague or trying to make, tell a grand tale. And she's like trying to simplify things. So you're talking about evil dead gods that everyone had forgotten about? And one of the dead gods is like, she wouldn't make a great spinner of sagas, would she? But she gets credit for summarizing things. So the evil dead gods that everyone's forgotten about are awakened. And Danny's just going to go in the heart of it because that's how you solve a problem. And then back to double hockey sticks hell. It sounds supposed like, we do not negotiate the devil incarnate. Oh, big picture, please. You're in hell. You're mine already. It's done. Your mistake, not my fault, but you're mine. I can do anything I want with you, but where would the fun be in that? The only satisfaction I ever get is when the deal is made willingly, when the sacrifice is yours. And I will offer a tremendous amount of gratitude and cooperation in return for a little satisfaction. I don't know, something the way he's colored here is amazing. Like, he's just like rich reds. And there's like lava, which is a brighter, red, orange, yellow combination, fire. And just looking pretty amazing, actually. So to reveal, you're looking at eternal suffering or giving me something worthwhile in return for my help voluntarily. And Sunspot's like, he's tricking us. Ignore him. Oh, Roberto, you're so pig-headed. And then I don't know if he makes his face look pig-headed, but also on Bobby looks way off model here. And then he shoots his solar power at Mephisto, and Mephisto turns into a giant dragon with a tongue. He's like, and I said there was a hard way. And Magma bursts loose and is like, get away from him now. And Mephisto's back on model, like, impressive. Sorry I yelled. I have a bit of a temper. Amara, was it? Here's my offer. I'll let you go. I'll even transport you all directly to hell. 1L hell. And she's like, in return for a date with you. One single date. No strings. Double page ad for Captain America, the First Avenger, paired with Wrigley's gum, fruity juice, or juicy fruit, Orbit White, and Eclipse. Because that's where we were in 2011. And everyone's like, no, don't do it. What are you doing? And then she raises a hand. The boys all stop. Yes. Oh, okay. Yes. Deal. Wonderful. I'll give you a call. And now off with you. I do hope you get there in time. And whoosh. And then Danny's back in Asgard and just... no, she's in hell. Sorry. And she's like, I can hear the battle from up here. We've got to get down there and help Brightwing. Oh, that's right. She has as a Valkyrie, she gets her horse back, her steed, her flying steed, and it's named Brightwing. It's just like She-Ra's. No, that's Swiftwind. Ugh, come on, don't name all your flying horses the same. And she sees that the gods that have been forgotten are gigantic, terror like a physical thing. Here goes anyways. We get excellent double-sized page, splash page of just Asgardian gods being just fighting for their lives, or their afterlives. And Danny's fighting as many as she can. She's like losing her Asgardian armor, and she's just down to her New Mutants uniform, but with like shoulder armor and chest plates. She's like, yeah, I'm Hela's angel. Let's go, you ugly sons of... And then a giant, like, shark guy, like, just shrimps and, like, swallows her whole. Next, the corpse shore. And then we get a little bonus preview of Ultimate Comics X-Men issue 1. Which really is the beginning of putting Kitty Pryde as the true leader of the Ultimate Universe, which was pretty fun. One day we review those. And, because a double-page ad wasn't enough, the back cover ad is Captain America, the First Avenger, with that same gum, but on one page instead of two. So they really got their money's worth there. And that, everyone, was New Mutants Fear Itself. I want to say it's volume 3, but... because we'll be here all day. It's the 2011 volume, issue 30. All right, everyone. Rest in peace, Jason Pearson. And sometime later in the week, next week, we'll do issue 30. So you can follow me on Twitter and YouTube as Jackal SIII. You can follow the blog on Twitter and Instagram, which I'm going to post that Kitty Pryde image from this issue, so you can timestamp when I uploaded this video. You can do that at SNFWM on Instagram and Twitter. You can follow the you can follow the blog on yes, you can follow the blog on shadowandflamewithmagic.com. And we'll see you next week for Generation X issue 4. All right, everyone. Bye.